It's been nearly 10 years since an East Moline woman was brutally murdered, and her killer is still on the loose.
Christine Souders takes a look at what police and family think it will take to crack this cold case. Christine.
Chloe and Steve, not only has no one been convicted, no one has even been charged in the heinous killing and mutilation of 46-year-old Jone Knapton. But her family says she may have tried to lead police to her killer. She was a mother, daughter, and sister who was always there to lend a helping hand and keep peace within the family.
We were all very close, but Jone was the one in the middle that kept everyone together. She was the buffer of everyone.
Endearing traits her co-workers at Kone say Knapton brought to work every day.
Very dedicated, very focused, and someone to rely on. It's still very hard.
Jone Knapton had a big project due over the 4th of July weekend back in 2003. She was working from home, but Knapton would never meet that deadline. When her boss didn't get her email and couldn't reach her, he called her family.
Not to respond to Kone was so completely out of character that we immediately knew something was wrong.
But Knapton wouldn't be missing for long. 4 days later, 2 people spotted a torso floating in the Green River near Geneseo.
I helped recover Jone's body, and it was horrible.
DNA testing proved it was Knapton. Her head, arms, and legs had all been sawed off. Sergeant Chris Endress says it's an image he'll never forget.
This is the most significant case I've ever been involved with, and it's unsolved.
The oldest of Knapton's 4 siblings, Cheryl Ashcraft, says she still can't stomach the brutality of Knapton's death.
I just hope her last minutes alive were something that she wasn't able to actually know what was going on and experience. I hope she was drugged or something where she wouldn't really realize what was being done to her.
Fast forward nearly a decade, no one has been arrested, despite the fact Knapton's family says she may have known she was in danger.
Jone had made statements not only to me, but to very close friends that if anything ever happened to her, look at Larry.
Larry and Jone Knapton were finalizing their divorce when she was murdered. Her co-worker and close friend, Alice Dabelaire, says she was nervous for Knapton after a phone call from her soon-to-be ex the day before she disappeared.
She wouldn't explain what it was about. All she said was, if something happens to me, don't let him get away with it.
Police say they've looked into the family's allegations, but they don't have enough proof for a guilty verdict.
We have volumes and volumes and volumes of reports and evidence collected, but what matters is do we have enough to secure charges, to secure a conviction, and we're just not there yet.
But Knapton's family has waited 10 years for her murder to be solved, and they say it's hard to be patient.
She doesn't have a voice, so if we don't for the rest of our lives say something and do something until the law does something, I don't feel like anybody's doing her any justice because she can't do it for herself.
We'll never have any closure. I mean, there's nothing that's going to bring Jone back, but I don't want somebody to walk away and get away with murder.
Larry Knapton is currently living in North Carolina. We spoke to him over the phone about the family's allegations that he killed his wife. He said he has no comment other than he too often wonders who killed her.
Wow, my goodness, what a powerful story. How can people help solve this murder today?
Well, police say they want people to think back to that July 4th in 2003. They say it was a very busy weekend and someone must have saw something around either her East Moline home just off of 9.5th Street or upstream the Green River near Geneseo. That information could be very significant in this case, and you are asked to call Crime Stoppers at the number you see there on your screen.